Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my journal. I am joined by Jake. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jake. I've been on this channel multiple times. You can find me at the my podcast, which I'll be uploading to my page soon. But it's lovely to join my favorite person on his channel.
Oh, that's so sweet. we're going to talk about the elephant in the award season, Emilia Perez. I Here's the thing. This is coming out. I know a lot of people have already done this because I debated whether or not I even wanted to talk about this woman and give her my time of day. Because saying what she did completely destroyed a movie's chances of winning any Oscars, I figured let's talk about it.
And I watched her 55-minute CNN cryathon so that others don't have to. And I am
All
still recovering.
right, let's rewind a little bit to the people who are asking, wait, who is she and what did she do? Okay. Carla Sofia Gaston is the lead of Emilia Perez. In a movie,
Debatably the lead.
well, she is Emilia Perez, so we're just gonna say it for this video because she got lead actress. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Um,
She won Best Actress at Cannes with her fellow
Castmates.
leads, castmates. I almost said leading ladies. Selena Gomez, Zoe
Adriana
Saldana, and
and Adriana Pa, I think if that's how you say her name.
who is the only Mexican in the cast
I
and gives
well,
the best performance, but we digress.
let's just say a lot of her old tweets resurface. Hatred towards Muslims, Italians, Asian, uh, and then specific people like Adele, Miley Cyrus, her actual co-star Selena Gomez. Um,
And
she also racist towards black people. Right, call the Oscars an Afro-Korean festival in 2022.
and she praised Hitler for having an opinion.
Yep. The
And
video,
this all started, if the viewers remember, it came out to rave reviews. You could not hear a word against this film. We didn't know it yet because we
yeah,
hadn't seen it.
yeah,
And then there was some little earth shake, some little small little, oh my gosh, the Latino community was not happy with it.
nope,
That started a slippery slope. And then the director started in with his BS, saying that Spanish is a language for poor people.
yep,
And then it won 4 Globes. And that really cemented its status as most hated film of the year. It was
yep.
this year's Maestro. It
And then
was
yeah, and then Carlet's tweets came out, which made everything 1,000 times worse.
and days before this, see, everything was kind of, Carla had some oopsies here and there, but we kind of, for the most part, just kind of swept her under the rug, considering her. I mean, she for the whole season has tweeted and attacked and blocked Mexican cr- critics of her film, blocked transgender critics, blocked gay critics, blocked anyone who dared to even question her film's integrity. And then about a week ago, after the Oscar nomination, she decided, I'm going to attack Fernando Torres's team,
Yeah,
which
even
has
though
been a
her
very vocal enemy,
even though her team literally said nothing but giving peace to everyone.
which was lovely, but I also think a little bit of a PR stunt, but it was a lovely PR stunt that we haven't seen in a while. Definitely a
And
PR stunt, but
and
um, unfortunately for Carla, she picked the wrong fan base to anger, and I'm 100% sure that's why those tweets were found.
yeah, her tweet was found by a reporter. I forget what
Mm,
publication she did, like the reporter.
reporter.
It was seriously an actual reporter that found
Oh,
them first.
see, I would have assumed that it would have been just fans
No,
descending upon her like a mad swarm.
no, it was an actual reporter that found them first, and then the fans picked up on that, and then
Destroyed her.
yeah.
Which,
Now,
which, just to warn the viewers, don't ever tweet anything bad about Fernando Torres if you wish to live.
Yeah.
Hide your
So
thoughts, hide your kids, hide your wife.
they're getting everybody. Um, so basically, she shot her chances in the foot.
Oh, she more than just shot it, she
Yeah.
amputated it straight off. If
It's like
she
she
had
shot her foot.
apologized,
No, it's like she shot her own foot, took it off, beat it with a baseball bat, and then shot it again.
she had absolutely no common sense. I mean, about a day ago, she scheduled her own interview on CNN Espanol, and she just sat there sobbing. Now, I watched the whole thing. I will listen to her rant and rave and cry. Better acting than she did in Emilia Perez. I will give her
Yeah.
that. It was brilliant stuff. I was applauding half the time. She had the immortal line, I am been sacrificed and crucified and stoned without a trial and without the option to defend myself. And then the biggest thing she said was, I feel very much and very much identify with people who were thrown off buses for the color of their skin, with the people who did not want them to study at university, for the people who were hated simply for existing, like I am hated in this moment. She has compared herself to Rosa Parks.
After comparing herself to Hitler a few tweets ago.
And then the next day, she tweeted this entire monologue because she has deactivated her Twitter.
She's on Instagram
And
now.
unfortunately, I blocked her there, thank God. She decided I'm going to make an entire, I mean, beautiful acting monologue for myself to perform for the public. And it is just, she says that it's not the nice how I've been treated, taking for granted the story that sick people of hatred have wanted to sell you. She has said that she has never exalted the figure of any dictator or Nactivism, which I'm assuming she meant Nazi.
Yeah.
And she says in all caps, I'm not going to ask for forgiveness for something I'm not. Never.
Which mean you are. That's
Guilty.
what that means.
And she has an ego the size of our current president.
No. Well, we're not talking about politics. We're not opening
I'm
that
just
can of
saying.
worms. We're not opening that can of worms. But I will say though, she thinks she's like Meryl Streep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she thinks she's at that level.
She thinks that she's safe enough to. I mean, Meryl Streep could probably get away with half this, and that's the sad fact. That's just at the place Meryl Streep is at.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
would be in trouble.
and people are not just calling her out just because she's transgender. I just want to state that. We don't care. Hatred is hatred no matter who on earth said it. So that's the truth.
And it's just disappointing. You would think, where is her PR person? And then Zoe Saldana comes in and weighs in and says a bunch of word waffle. Oh, I don't stand for any of this, so please don't take away my win.
It's already too
She's
late for that.
like, and in fact, she just won the London Critics Circle Award, and her first thing out of her mouth was, I really didn't expect this, especially now. I'm sure she
Hey,
didn't.
at least she's honest with that. At least.
13 Oscar nominations.
So let's talk about that now. How many Oscars do you think it's winning now?
I give it 0. If we're lucky. 1 if they're lucky. 2 to 3 if they're really lucky.
I think it's gonna be one or two. Because it could still win Best Song. Because let's be honest here, Best Song is probably the weakest it's been in years.
Oh, it's one of the worst years in song I can remember. I mean, Kneecap was snubbed. Not a single
Well, well,
memorable song.
so I do think that I do think the Best Song is probably its best chance of still winning. Because international film, it now has to compete with I'm Still Here, which got Best Picture nomination too. So that's a big one.
And unfortunately, all I can imagine is light is not there, or else we would be having a different conversation and it would never have been up for that.
Yeah. In terms of who wins, I don't think Saldana wins supporting actress anymore.
And there's no way that Carla wins lead.
I didn't think she had a chance anyway. Like this just firmly confirms that. Same thing with the director. Like I didn't think he was gonna win anyway. I had Brady from this almost at the substance, the brutalist winning.
We had a momentary scare at the Golden Globes where everyone thought he was going to win, including us. And we sat there going, oh God, please don't say his name.
And it was Brady Cole.
But then it got Best Motion Picture and a comedy, and we just sat there stunned.
Yep.
I would think The Substance should have won. I would think
Anything else? Literally anything else in that category.
Challengers, even though it fizzled out.
A real pain you could have gave it to.
Then Emma Stone would have probably had a Golden Globe again.
Yeah.
I think.
I think, but yeah, I think Ariana Grande wins supporting actress or Monica Barbaro.
Or Isabella Rossellini if they really
Yeah,
go
they
in for
could give her
comedy.
a career Oscar, which I would be okay with.
Oh no, she's lovely. Have you seen how
No,
she's campaigned?
I'm saying she's great, but what I'm saying though is I would be okay with that winning as the career achievement over Silly
Oh no.
Saldana. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Isabella is the antithesis of Saldana, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
She's been around a long time like Saldana. But she's campaigning not for herself. She's campaigning for the art and for her mother and father, which I think has been one of the most enjoyable campaigns I have ever had the privilege to witness. It is so sweet. And if anyone has not seen her video that she uploaded sitting in front of her father's poster that starred her mother,
No,
it is heartbreakingly sweet. She says, I wish I know they're up there looking down on me and proud of who I am today. And I have never burst into tears quicker. It is her mother played a nun 80 years ago in the Bells of St. Mary, and now her daughters.
it's amazing. Um, as we've seen with Jamie Lee Curtis, like doing that type of campaign, which you're boosting other people more than yourself, as we
Works
see.
wonders.
So I think that might be my prediction for the Oscar.
She didn't make it in for SAG, though, unfortunately.
Well, you don't need SAG. I
They
know
they 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 would be lucky to have Isabella Rossellini. I think it's
people are like,
disgusting.
oh, they need SAG. You need SAG. I'm like, no, you don't. Trust me on that.
Emma Stone didn't need it last year, did she?
Yeah. How many? How many? I mean, again, like you could think of other examples too, but yeah. But yeah, Emilia Perez is officially finished. Netflix, you tried, well, you put your money on the wrong goddamn horse.
And the most disturbing thing I've read is that a transgender YouTuber was going to upload a review of it that was less than flattering to Miss Carla, and Netflix blocked it for copyright.
Of course they did.
They're trying desperately to win Best Picture. It is the most underhanded, disgusting, sneaky tactic I've seen in years. And I didn't really pay attention as a kid. I always thought Oscars were won because you were talented. Then I grew up, and I now know they're just for people who schmoozes the best, who
Yeah. Yeah.
Netflix desperately wants this. Netflix wants this so bad, and they're realizing we may be backed the wrong movie, and they should have backed Maria, which was
Or the piano lesson.
I loved Maria. I love the piano lesson. I'm lucky to have been able to see both of those because my screen and they're lovely. Maria was
Literally,
one of my favorite films of the year.
yeah, like there's so many other movies they could have picked.
So many other actresses they could have.
Exactly. Like there's this there's this Netflix movie I love called It's What's Inside. It's a brilliant movie, but Netflix should have pushed that. But no, we can't have that.
We got to push the weird French musical that was supposed to be set in Mexico where no one speaks the language properly.
They definitely chose wrong, and I think Netflix is realizing that they're paying the price.
They'll never be considered for Best Picture again, probably after this. Not for a long time. Not that the Academy would even give it to them. The Academy hates them.
But the fact that they didn't flat out condone it right away, that's the bigger problem.
I think they're just in shock, probably too. I think they weren't expecting 1,000 years of bad tweet. They must. I'm scrubbing my account. You're not
I
gonna be able to
know,
find me. You have to refriend me.
I know that would be the first thing I would do.
I would comb through my tweets and go, "That's gotta go." Me saying, "Fuck you,
Exactly,
Academy, gotta go." Me
exactly. But
like
yeah,
my year when Brendan Fraser won. I want that scrubbed. I want that scrubbed. The things I said about Austin Butler were not nice.
yeah. But I do think that Netflix really shot themselves in the foot.
I mean, it's I'm every day she posts something or she complains about something or she
She
starts it on
won't
another tangent.
stop.
It's like no one has taken her phone yet. And then her ramblings get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse because she can't be stopped.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think that's a good stopping point. Thank you so much for watching this interesting video. It's the first time I ever had to do a video like this. I'm Jake. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.